already? What just happened? Oh, thank you for the follow, General. Welcome back to Golf Story. Where we last left off, we were golfing in a snowy tundra. And we kind of played Golf Pac-Man. So, let's get back to it. Heyo! Good to see you, General Ford. How did you discover me? I just started up. I just started up Golf Story. Snowshoes. And bladed irons. There goes all my money. Let's see. Bladed irons. Now, there's a bunch of stuff I still have to do in this area. Let's see. Oh, you're one of, Reko's streamers. Yeah, I'm on Twitch too. I've only been at it for a little over a month now. Ah, I see. Well, good to have you. Let's see. Thanks for the assist. Camera seems to be working. Hey, you want to be in a video? I'm working on a viral golf video. I've had the best idea. Come on, let's do it. Okay. Want to try the shot? Okay, just need you to hit it over my head and get in the hole. Are you sure? Come on, you're wasting film. Okay. How do I hit it over your head? I don't think I can do this. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep hitting you. I think I need that club from that dwarf. Alright, so let's just get out of this. Smack him dead in the face. Yeah, I would love to do that. That's not gonna cut it. My reputation is riding on this video. If you don't produce something great, I'm back to stalking pros in their free time. Oh well. I still have to worry about the dwarf though. But a few days ago, I did do a lot of the side mission stuff, so I should have the skill level to be able to do something like that. Let's see. All the snow on the greens can be a nightmare to deal with. I'm not sure whether to put around it or try to chip over it. Care to show me what you would do? Chip or a putt? Yes! Alright, there's snow in the way, so let's pop it. Okay, same thing. I'm gonna pop it. Because there's snow in my path. About there. Ooh, that might be a little too much. Yeah, that's gonna be too much. Oops. Alright, this one I could putt. There's no snow in my way. Ah, slope was a problem. Let's see. Okay, 2 more to go. Oh. Maybe a putt would be better. I'll have to put a little force into it. Damn it! Damn it! It just dead stopped right there. Oh, that's a shame. Stop! Stop! Stop. Darn it. Well. Try again. Well, I certainly wouldn't do that. At least I attempted. I'll try again. Okay. Good. I really wish this would have given me double points if I sink it in the dang hole. Oh, you bitch! Sorry for the language, but I think that's called for. Alright. You can play that stupid game with me, huh? Okay. I learned my lesson from this time. Do not try to be... Okay. Crud. I need more control rather than power. Okay, one more to go. Right about there should do it. Alright. Stay, stay! Yes! Yep, think I'll stick to putting around it. And I'll gladly take your money. Oh, the clue was simple. The prize lies under... Oh, I already did this. Oh yeah, that hole. I need to break this hole open. Too much fire. There we go. 3 of 3 secret holes. Let's see. Besides you, who else was here? Oh, you. You'll probably end up in the snow a lot on this course, which means you'll need to make chip-ins to be effective. Let's see if you can make some. Oh, I only need to make 3, and they're giving me 10 chances. Do I have to be in the hole, or at least a circle? Dang it. Right over the damn hole. And the slope. Okay. Don't be cocky. Take my time. Alright. About there. Okay, one more to go. Okay, so I do have to make it into the hole. Ah, fuzz nugget. Okay. Shoot. Oh, this is now on a heavy slope. Alright, I gotta be careful. No! Now I gotta be real careful. Okay. Ooh, not good. Oh, yes, yes! Right on. If you went up there, it's because of me. You're welcome. Give me your tasty, delicious money. Oh, what do you want? The trees here block the wind. Bet you can get a slam dunk from here. That's right, you gotta land it in the hole on the full. I do it myself, but I'm geared up for boarding today. Wanna try? So I need to do a slam dunk. So, I can't... it has to go directly in? This is not easy. Ah, you! Ooh, I felt that in my loins. Ah, it's difficult even without wind. I should have had that twice. I am definitely trying again, good sir. I need to get it like in the sweet spot, but I can't find it. Ah, I was close on that one. Okay, come on. Okay. Okay. Yes! Wow. That was almost as crazy at the time I did 180. No, I definitely did one. Visibility was low, so nobody else saw it. Sure. Now, what do you want? I'd appreciate it if you could unfreeze the others, too. Oh, there's still frozen people? Who else am I missing? Oh yeah, I forgot. I gotta do this, too. You found my car! Wanna have a go? Oh, what do I do here? Oh, it's like an RC car back in my childhood days. Oh, this is terrible. On so many levels. It controlled like dog shit back then, and it controls like dog shit now. Come on. No! Dang, this is hard. I'm the best. Or, wait, who says that line? I'm the best. I don't remember. I don't remember who says that. Okay, starting to get the hang of this a little bit. Sort of. Ooh. Oh, there's a secret hole. Oh, come on, get in the other hole. Thank you. Definitely not doing it in this one. Oh, come on, I keep circling around the target. Yeah. Try again. I am not giving up on this. My pride will not allow it. Yeah, I keep going around the target that I need to do. How did I turn around? Oh, then it can explode. I'm sorry about your car, kid. Yeah, you're the best, but you're the best without a car now. Oh, this thing is so fickle with turns. Oh my god. Oh my god, did I do it? Yes! I did it! Aw, you beat my score. Took me ages to get that fast. Oh well, I get your car now. And I get a level. And I want that, bonus. Where are you? There you are. Wind's gonna be a problem. Okay, I got the general idea, just now I gotta execute it. Okay, by about here. Yes, yes, yes! Alright, now, can I do that dwarf mission? Got them all. Right. Give me that ore. Stand back, it's gonna heat up a wee bit. Right, get a look at these bad boys. We'll see how you go in a chip-off. Right, let's see what they can and cannot do. Now have you go of the lofted wedges. And that happens. That was not any good. See how you get on with them then. I'm still having this issue. I can't make it over. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Can I now? Barely, but I can. Darn it! Maybe if I get the ball in the bottom? Yes! Yes! That's the key! Okay, I think I got this now. Okay. That's enough. I'm moving up to 68 degrees now. The stopping power of these cannot be beat. Rubbish. It still doesn't have enough loft. No. There. Okay, one more. Right there. And beautiful. No more games. I'm going all the way up to 72 degrees. Shocking. They still cannot get enough height. Well, I don't care anymore, so, I'm just smacking these for smacking them. This sounds like a you problem now. Success. Yours. They still cannot hit high enough. I'm going to the maximum loft. 90 degrees. 90 degrees? But wouldn't that... Quiet. It wouldn't do you well to say something silly. Lest you look like a fool after me, wee chip. Yes, it's just that... Yeah, 90 degrees is just gonna do that. Right ahead. Nay. Ouch. Maybe my ambitions were too lofty. Think I'll hang on to this one. It wouldn't do you any good anyway. Lofted wedges. And money. Okay, so lofted wedges. Here we go. High loft. Alright, good. Next is you. I found all the secret holes. Could you help me out now? Hey, if you're a pro, maybe you can give me a lesson. I'll do no such thing. Take it from me, lessons are useless. Everything you need to know, you'll learn on your own. I had my last lesson when I was only 6 years old. Really? Yes. Incidentally, I still remember it. Let's see that flop shot. Right. Your clubhead speed was too slow. and you shut the face and reduced your loft. You swing like a child, frankly. I am a child. Hey, that's coach to you. You're not even a real coach. I will be once you make the Pro Tour. I'll make it before you do. Don't get too far ahead of yourself, son. You've got a long way to go to overtake old Dad. I mean, Coach. Oh, I think we know who Coach is, if Coach has a son or not. I've gotten by just fine with no help since then. Coaches will only hold you back. Nobody cares about your golf as much as you do. So why would you put your career in somebody else's hands? So, do you know anything about the book? It disappeared one day. I believe one of the bandits stole it. They like to collect golf stuff. My guess is they sent in an undercover agent. Uh-oh. What are we going to do? Your fate is up to you and you alone. Yes, right. Perhaps your fate was to remain in a deep freeze. Well, I guess I'll go and confront them about it. You're an undercover bandit, aren't you? What? It's the only thing that makes sense. Your brother's one. You go and visit him in my place. He'll tell you I'm not a bandit. He gave me the password to his base. It's Snow. Really? Really? The password is Snow. That's a bit easy, isn't it? Well, I wouldn't have guessed that. I think anybody else would have, considering the surroundings. Later. Ah, smart thinking. You backed away from the snowmobile before getting iced over. Okay, now I gotta go find the bandit place again, which was to the left, if I remember right. Don't think so. You almost clipped me. What's the password? Snow. That is a lot of golf junk. Mate, I got some sweet pickups today. Go on then, let's see it. It's a cup, but it says tea time on it. Right. Like a golf tee, not the drink. Nice. What did you pay? Nearly nothing. Lady had no idea what she had. Got it for 50 cents. Mate, that's criminal. My bro's gonna love it. Can't wait to show him the collection. Don't start. No, I didn't say anything. I know what you're thinking. I'm sorry, but it's been weeks since you invited him. I don't think he's coming. He'll be here. Pardon me, gents. I don't mean to interrupt, but you have something I need. Nothing is for sale. Every piece of my collection is dear to me. I only need the golf book that you stole. Stole? Mate, I traded my best snowmobile for that book. Not my fault the guy made a poor deal. No, that can't be right. Why would anybody trade with a snow bandit? Who's a snow bandit? Me? How can you make such an accusation? Well, you live at a fortified snow base with patrolling guards. So I'm a bit paranoid. I've got a lot of rare collectibles if you didn't notice. How did I get caught up in this? Would you trade the snowmobile back for the book? You've probably read it by now. Never. I'm going to read it later. The snowmobile meant nothing to me. I'm a golf collector, not an automotive dealer. You like golf stuff, eh? What about this well-worn Grove trophy? A trophy? I'm a little interested. I think you're very much interested. But if I traded, I wouldn't have the book anymore. Play you for it? If I win, I'll have the trophy and the book. Done. I'm ready when you are. Simon, go tell the patrollers not to bother this man anymore. And hurry up and find the person who stole our golf balls. Let's just say for the record, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. It's probably some other guy looking for a fireball, but definitely not me. You didn't guess the password, did you? Ready? Yep. Coldwind Waste Match Play, 9 holes. Right over the rock, alright. Let's see how good this guy is. Not bad. Oh, this guy is not bad at all. I'm gonna need to be careful with my shots. Darn it. That'll do. I can just put it in. Oh, crap. You got a birdie. Okay, I'm not dealing with an idiot. It's bouncing on the ice. No! Damn it. Oh, he did the same thing. He did the same thing. Alright, I'm against the wind, so I'm going to need a little more power. Beautiful birdie. Alright, I should probably stick to the fairway here. An 8-yard wind blowing against me. Alright, I'll just slam it. Wunderbar! Oh, he's stuck in the snow. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Alright, slight curve. Winds to my back. Damn it. I'll make par at least. Oh, and he's gonna get a double bogey. I'll go the long way. I don't like the ice. Okay, fairly straightforward. Alright. Slight slope going northeast, and a very, very low wind. So, maybe a little more up? Like about there? Oh. Alright, that's good. You better not. Okay, good. Alright. I'm going against the slope, so I need like double power. Yep, there we go. Ready. Okay. Oh, 9 wind power. That should be fine. Stop! Stop! Darn it. Snow. Did he land in the same exact spot I did? And I'll just put it right in. Nice. Oh, wow. The entire area is ice. Need to be careful. How should I do this? That should do it. Let it bounce onto the green. Stop. Thank you. Okay. Beautiful. About there is good. Okay, slow down. Slow. Good, good. You got a little more power than I did. Snow? Yep. Snow. par. And he got par. And I win! And a level up. Oh well. This is perhaps the hardest thing I've ever had to do. Tidy Park rules. You played well, brother. Bro, why haven't you come visit? You're a snow bandit. Why does everybody think that? You have a fortified snow base. That's because people always steal my golf balls. What is everybody looking at me for? I don't have time for this. I have other business ventures. Far away from here. The owner is just leaving? But who will run the course? My own golf course? I was watching your match. You were? You might not be so bad after all. Hopefully I make it to the Pro Tour now. By this time next week, we could be playing alongside each other. All I have to do is win at Tidy Park. I said you weren't bad. I don't think you're ready for the Pro Tour. Freaking sassing me. Everyone's sassing me. All the higher ups. Sass, sass, sass. Alright, let's deliver this book. Oh, Coach. I got the book, Coach. Oh my. Just in time, too. The pre-tournament event is about to start. Another event? What's the party for this time, Coach? Today is pre-tournament festivities. I needed this. I'm feeling a little blue tonight. This event had great significance to me once. Anyway, we could probably relax tonight. You shouldn't have any trouble winning this tomorrow. Hear ye, hear ye. Silence! I come with news from the Pro Tour. Max Yards is hereby entered into tomorrow's tournament. Codswallop! Only members can compete in our tournament. I hear you seek to enact ancient passages of the old rulebook. By doing so, you submit yourself to our rule. Tour pros are permitted entry to any and all official tournaments. Why would Max Yards want to compete in this tournament? I found out about your little scheme. And tomorrow, there won't be any water to catch my wayward drives. This puny course won't hold up to my distance. How'd you find out? Nothing gets past those on the Pro Tour. See you tomorrow. Perhaps I'll have Lorraine make another vlog. Fine by me. We didn't want it to be too easy, did we? That's exactly what we wanted. If we lose tomorrow, we're out of options. Come on, we have to train. How does this look? Not bad. You need more distance. Good golfers don't need distance though, right? That's incorrect. A good golfer with good distance will always win. Especially on a short course like this. Max Yards might not have a short game, but if he's putting and you're chipping, he will win. Let me try again. I got further. It's still not enough. Watch me. I used to have a special movement I'd use to gain a bit of distance. Nope. Can't do it. Still a good effort? No, it wasn't. I should be better than this. If it wasn't for these injuries. What happened to you? Fine, I guess I owe you the truth. Ah, that is Coach then. Like, younger Coach. Let's see that flop shot. Right. Your club head speed was too slow, and you shut the face and reduced your loft. You swing like a child, frankly. I am a child. Hey, that's coach to you. You're not even a real coach. I will be once I make the Pro Tour. I'll make it before you do. Don't get too far ahead of yourself, son. You've got a long way to go to overtake old Dad. I mean coach. I'm gonna train my driver now. No, you're not ready yet. Just one shot. Ah! Oh my. Oh my. For years, I didn't step foot on a golf course. It hurt too much. I also stopped training my son. I blamed him for taking it away from me. I know I deserve the position I'm in for the way I acted. But somehow, I've been given another chance with you. And I won't let my injury stop me again. Now step aside and watch how it's done. Nope. I can't do it. My swing is ruined. I don't know. I'm seeing some good movements in that swing. You've returned? This is my home course. I think I'm more than entitled to come back here. Now get out of the way and let me show you how it's done. Frankly, you swing like that thing like an old man. Oh wow, he got way further than me. How's that? Terrible. Who taught you to swing like that? Your game is falling apart. Not like yourself, then. I may not hit him long, but I'm straight when I need to be. I think you need to find a new coach. Not to interrupt, but did you tell Max Yards about our plan? That's right. It's not success, but trials and tribulations that make somebody a true pro. That's what my father taught me. And that's what I'm teaching you. I think I've endured plenty of trials and tribulations already. Go get some rest. You might just win this thing tomorrow. Right. See you tomorrow. Day of the Tidy Park Tournament. Oh, I'm back in my house. Let's see what the TV has to say. Welcome back to golf. The action continues and is exciting as always. We're following Peter Parr here on the 9th. He looks like he's getting ready to hit. Look, it's like a 7-iron. Might be a 5. Hey, Peter. What are you hitting, mate? I've just been informed it's a wedge. Hey, Peter. Green slopes down. I'd drop it a bit short, eh? I've now been informed I'm being removed from the course for a noise violation. This concludes today's coverage. Brought to you by Silent Trackers, the quietest shoe in golf. The group ahead won't even know you're there. Get yours today. I'm now being fined as well as removed from the course. Alright, I think it's time to rip Max Yards a new a-hole. And we're live at yet another tournament, Mike. Indeed, I'm sure the question on everyone's lips is, why are we covering this event? After all, who cares what a bunch of old golfers get up to? Precisely. However, this tournament might actually prove exciting this year. We have word that Max Yards will be gracing us with his presence. Exciting stuff indeed. Speaking of which, I have the man right here. Max, what is that you drew to this tournament? What drew you to this tournament? I just want to have a good match, Mike. The purpose of the Pro Tour is to seek out competition wherever it lies and shut it down. Nobody here today even deserves to see the Pro Tour as a spectator, let alone a competitor. Harsh words, Max, but I do happen to agree with you. Let's see what's happening on the first tee now. You're a much better golfer than Max Ego, so I'm sure you'll win this. Especially since I'm not playing at all. It means a lot coming from you. You've certainly never hidden your true feelings from me. Stop the presses! I've just been given word that Max Yards is about to tee off. I repeat, Max Yards is about to tee off. This course is a joke. I don't think I have a club short enough for this hole. In fact, I think I might just putt it. Damn. Marry me! The old lady said marry me. The trophy is going to look great in my trash can. Oh my god, you're a douche. What a snob. Does anybody seriously buy into that? Okay, how are you feeling? Did you see that pivot? What? He pivots like a pro. I can't compete with that. I'm just some amateur. I have no idea what I'm doing. Why did I even think I could compete at this level? I'm going to crash and burn. Pull yourself together. If you manage to beat me, you could beat this guy. You're right. I could do this. Teddy, hand me my putter. I hope it wouldn't be overstepping my bounds. Suggest you perhaps employ a lofted club. It's quite long, and fairways can be a tricky thing to get a good read on. Of course, what was I thinking? Tidy Park Gentlemen's Tournament. Right about there. Ah, I was hoping it hit the flagpole. Oh well, birdie. Max yards, ooh, it has -2. Alright, so he's going to be a little bit tricky to beat. Luckily, the nice music is there to perk me up. Oh my god, I thought I hit that tree. Why am I shaded? Yes! Also, does Max Yards have to use vintage stuff too? Because if he's using his own stuff, that is completely unfair. Right there. Oh, thank God. Whew. Rough. Ooh, if I sink this in, it'll be really nice. Oh, yes! Oh, thank God. I thought that was going to be like a hanger. Ooh. Alright. I guess I'll stick to the fairway. About there. Alright, good. So far, so good. I'm staying ahead of max yards by 1 stroke. Ah, bunker. Where's the hole? Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, this stinks. Alright. Alright. Not bad. I was able to recover on that one. Alright, this one's a close hole. Oh, beautiful! Absolutely beautiful! Dang, match isn't over yet? I think I would have won by now. Wow, right over the bunker. Nice. I got lucky on that. Bounce in the water and then get on the green. Nice. Beautiful. Eagle. I definitely think I won this now. Oh my god, it's still going. Let's see. I guess follow the path. Stop! 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 Ooh. Can we call this over yet? Please? I have to do all 9 holes. I'm like 6 strokes ahead of max yards, for goodness sakes. Alright, yes. I think so? Yeah. Man, I rocked this tournament. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 birdies and 2 eagles. Victory! And a lot of money. Can you believe what we just witnessed, Mike? Absolutely not. An amateur has stolen the championship and will now be regarded as a pro. But we'll get to that in a bit. First, Tucker has an exclusive interview with Max Yards, today's loser. Max, you were last line of defense in keeping this man off the Pro Tour. Do you think you've let yourself or the Pro Tour down more? I posted winning score out there today, Mike. I'm Tucker. Listen, Mike, I'm a heavy weapon. Bring this novice to Blue Moon Dunes and the course will eat him alive. I look forward to seeing him sink in a professional setting. Anybody just sink quite a few, as he turned out to be a pretty good putter today. Which begs the question, Mike, do we still dislike him? I continue to reserve my judgment. Mixing up, we now move on to third place. Dusty, you took 8 strokes more than second place today. It's a win for the pocketbook, but I imagine the circumstances must bring with them a decent amount of shame. How do you justify today's takings, given that poor performance? Thanks, Mike. I don't hit him far, but I hit him straight. That usually gets me through these things. Today I played everything safe and didn't take any chances. In the end, it paid off. Tucker, I caught maybe half of that. Dusty, any other year, you would have won this. Do you find yourself resenting the younger, more skilled players for taking it away from you? Indeed. I've won this event 12 times now, and I were greatly looking forward to the 13th. These kids and their fancy swings have... And there you have it! I didn't even finish getting to say that. That's all for today, folks. This has been Mike, bringing you, amongst other things, the ravings of an old man. Now we can please get back to the studio. Thanks once again, Mike, for your detailed reporting. Well, it's getting to be almost too familiar a sight. The unskilled amateur has taken first place yet again. He declined to comment last time, but today I'm hoping I can get something out of him. Actually, he didn't let me talk last time. An interesting answer for sure. Any final words, Mike? Indeed, Tucker. What we witnessed today was complete disrespect for the sport and deceit at the highest level. If this is where golf is headed, Tucker, count me in. Anything I came across in the press conference? You were fine, but the real work will be done online. Are you sure that's the best use of our time? Who cares about that anyway? We get to go to Blue Moon Dunes now. You guys are all coming? You can't be a pro without a team. You guys would do that. But none of you wanted to be my caddy. That's because being a caddy is degrading. Right, of course. Let's do it, guys. Let's go to Blue Moon Dunes. But first, we need to celebrate. No way, not after what you got us into last time. I have lessons booked this afternoon. I'm catching up with my son tonight. Okay. There might still be some television commercials I haven't seen yet, I guess. Meet us at Blue Moon Dunes first thing tomorrow. That will be a no, because there's actually something else we have to do. My first day as a pro. And still in my shitty house. Oh, there's my, lawnmower. And this club can only be yours if you call in within the next 5 minutes. I believe this is the one favored by Max Hearts, is it not? Exactly, Ken. And if you take a closer look, you might notice the diagonal grooves on the face. And what does that do? I think it makes the ball spin sideways or something. Why would I want to do that? Perhaps you've got a hook? Oh, okay. I don't get what that meant. Anyway, we need to face Lucky in a match, because we have to get out of our contract. What are you doing back here? I've come to challenge you for my contract. What? I challenge you to a match. If I win, then our contract is canceled. If you win, then you can have whatever you want. That's a terrible bet. I love it. We'll do a match play on Cheeky Beak Peak. Not Well-Worn Grove? The grounds are terrible here. 9 holes, winner takes all. Meet me there. Wow, that didn't take much convincing. Okay, going to Cheeky Beak Peak. This way. Where are you? Maybe you're in the shop? Yep, Oh, and here's Coach. I believe in you. And Lorraine. I hope you win. We're in dire need of a new star. Finally, you ready to start? Cheeky Beak Peak match play, 9 holes. Ah, bugger. It's a bit windy today, so it'll be hard. I thought the Cheeky Beaks were hazards. Easy shot. Oops, wrong club. I'll put in a bit more on this one. No way. Happy with that? Yeah, I would be too. Yes. Nice. Wow, Lucky, you're not bad. Who put that there? Ah, dang it. You are not getting ahead of me. Hell no. Alright, I have to go into Cheeky Beak territory. Wow, way off course. You. What the hell? What the hell? The birds here are very helpful. Yeah. I'm sure they are. Not exactly happy about it, though. Alright, where are you putting my ball? In the bunker. Good. Unlucky bounce. Yeah, have fun digging your ball out. Oh, yes! That's what Daddy likes. Mega Eagle. That there's good. I was afraid I clipped a tree. Alright, what are you gonna do, Lucky? Again? With that same colored bird. How much you want to bet he's trained that bird? He's a freaking cheater! Bet toy on, but I'm happy with the result. Yeah, because you trained that freaking bird! About here. Not bad. Oh, I would have loved for you to go out of bounds. I'll take it. Yeah, take this, you... I would have wished I could have gotten that in the hole. Eagle. Or birdie. Sorry, wrong bird. Wrong bird. Oh, wind's a little, strong. Nice. Oops, I've got one of those long drivers in my bag. Oh my god, this cheater. Sorry, I forgot to bring my real driver. I'll just use this. Yeah. Oh my god, I want to punch you. Still can't golf worth beans. Alright, going against the wind, so I need double power. There we go. Birdie. Oh, hey, Kath. Oh, you've been lurking? Yeah, you can lurk. I don't mind. Thank you for the hello and the lurk. Oh, So I gotta start out here. About there. There we go again with our pet bird. Oh my god, you're such a cheater. If I could hit you with every club in my bag, I would. I'll take that. Huh. How's it like being in a bunker now, you jerk? I'm having the worst luck today. Nope, nope. Stay away from the bird. Oh, thank goodness. Against the wind, so about here? Darn it! Oh well, it'll just be a bogey. Bogey. And bogey. No! Oh my god. This bird! You should try hitting to some of the cheeky peaks. Yeah. Yeah. Just bite me. Bite me. I guarantee if I probably went to that brown bird myself, he would probably take my ball. Oh my god! Out of bounds again! Oh gosh. I wonder how far back this is going to take me by score. What is going on? This is bad. Oh my gosh. Alright. I'm still ahead of him though. Still ahead. Nice and simple. These birds were nicer before. Hey, what's the matter? Your pet bird not allowed on this one? That. I gotta remember about the slope. Just sink it in. Now get the point over him. Yes. That should be game. I win. I am free from Lucky. That was a great match to watch. Yes, I'm quite impressed. We're ready to sign you right now. Would you like to look the contract over? There's no time. I agree to all of your terms. You should look at their offer first. I'll take care of you. Don't worry. See? She seems trustworthy. Come see me in my office for your reward. I heard the video came together nicely. We may just have something with you. We want you to carry this. Pro Woods. Wow. Be sure to sing its praises frequently. Pro Woods. Ooh, plus 15 yards and reduced strike. Nice. Alright, off to the Blue Moon Dunes. Is that a genie? There's Max. Come on, there'll be time to look at the course later. Are all the people professionals? Some representatives from other courses have come to check out the tournament. Speaking of which, you still need to qualify. You need to achieve match play victories on 8 courses. Then bring the cards to the course owner in his office. I see. Lara, would you like to have a few games of match play? I'm not just going to let you win if that's what you think. However, that spooky course near Tidy Park seems kind of cool. Let's play around there. I don't know. That place is scary enough during the day. And malevolent spirits might be out to get me. Where do you come up with these insane tales? I know the only thing you're scared of is losing to me. Come find me after this event. Or maybe you'd rather challenge some ghost. No, the ghost can't play golf anymore. Oh, you're making fun of me. I've also arranged a match between my son and yourself. that was funny. You're that guy that cheated his way into becoming a pro, right? That's right. You can just suck it. And I will be right back. And I'm back. Sorry. Alright, I don't want to talk to you yet, because I don't want to do a match. Let's see, what's this? It's one thing to stick the green with your driver, but a real pro can do it with every club in the bag. For example, I can get it close to every single hole on the putting course from here. Can you say the same? Let's try. Oh, really? I'd be impressed with 7. Nope, too hard. Too hard. And what is this angelic music? Jeez. That's gonna be too hard, though. I have an idea. Let's try popping it. Nope. Too hard still. Oh, maybe here. Oh, you stupid tree. Okay, this is hard as hell. Nope, that works out good. Okay. Yeah, about there. Wait a minute. Medium slope. I'm not falling for this. Alright, about there. Ooh. Nope, too far. Okay, can I hit anywhere else but that spot? Like, give me something else I can work with. Oh, crud. I may not have a choice. May not have a choice. Shoot. Stupid slope. Too hard. Ugh. You have to be so precise in these. Okay. One shot left for this. Oh boy. And a pop fly isn't gonna work. So I'll do this instead. Stop, stop! Let's go in the drink. Welcome to the pros. Yeah, just bite me. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, this one again. Dang it! About here? Come on. I knew I was gonna hit the dang tree. There. Okay. Stop. Okay, good. So far, so good. Whew. This one. Okay. No, stop. Damn it. Oh, I can pop it. Why did I do that before? No, darn it. It needs to be more in. Okay. That's better. Alright, 4 shots to try and get this. I needed to bounce on here to get inside the circle. Really? There we go. Beautiful. Magnifico. Oh, I still have one more to do. About there. There we go. Oh, there were more holes. I don't know. I'll just blast it. I still won. Wait, you actually did it? I thought you were a phony. I proved you wrong now, didn't I, sweet cheeks? Oh yeah, I want to see that genie. There you are. You're too late. I've already been freed. I'm out of ideas. Not not sure what I'm going to use my other 2 wishes on. Can I have one? What's it worth to you? Couldn't you just wish for money, though? Give me $1,000 and I'll wish for whatever you want. Okay. How much money do I have? Oh, I have over $1,000. $1,000 and the wish is yours. What do you say? Yes. Yes. Okay, what's gonna be? Why didn't I think of this through earlier? New golf club? Yo, Genie Boy. A club for my bro. Produce your club. Okay, let's take a look at this thing. The Genie golfs. Of course he does. No, this simply will not do. The workability on this is shocking. Behold! Well-worn woods. Finished. Your well-worn woods now have insane workability. What should I do with my other wish? What a way to spend a wish. Wow, there's a lot of people to talk to. Oh. What's up here? Whoa, I think you lost. Zelda is, a couple of games to your right. Hello there. You look a nice man. Have you come to pay tribute to me? Yes. I desire a legendary treasure. If you come across one, cast it into the pond. I will find this treasure. Yeah, so, that doesn't sound familiar at all. Should I throw in a bunch of rubies and I get more bombs and arrows? Is this how this works? So there must be a cashier guy around here somewhere. Since that's the only way to get treasure. Alright, what do you want? Any pro knows that putting is the most important aspect of your game. That's why the central feature of this course is the putting course. If you do well in this course, you can do well anywhere. Want to give it a go? I suggest practicing your own time to get a good feel for the greens. We'll start when you're ready. That sounds hard. Where is this, cashier guy? Maybe not on this course. See the 8th green over there? Think you could sink the ball in less than 10 shots? Great, let's see it then. Oh, and you're only allowed to use your putter. Alright, so we're doing this game then. As long as I didn't end up in the bunker, that's good. Good. Alright, 7 of 10, and I'm close. Alright, let's just position myself then. About there. Alright! Okay, so you managed to pull it off. But now nobody here respects you. Welcome to the pros. Oof. Harsh. We tell Turtle, be nice for the Pro Tour golfer. Alright. Lana, let's you and me game. Ready to head to Oak Manor? Oak Manor match play. 9 holes. Have you improved since the last time we played? Like, it's been a long time. Let's see. Oh no! The memories of the pumpkins are coming back again! Frickin' pumpkins. I can work with that. Alright, what can you do, Lana? Holy crap! Whoa! Welcome to your nightmare! Oh my god! Oh, I think I'm in trouble. I am in deep trouble. Oh. Oh, you dingus. The greens aren't very receptive. Okay, if I could sink it in this shot, then I should be okay. Ah, you bugger. Oh yeah, I am in trouble. Lana's already 2 ahead. And she hit a pumpkin. Go in the water. Go. Aw. Alright, I see where the hole is. Alright, let's go here. Very nice. Oh, that wasn't the hole. That's just some random green patch. Okay, the hole is slightly... Ha ha ha! I need to make up. Alright, let's pop this. How bad? Alright. I can work with this. Just get me out of this tree area. It's gonna be a bogey. Bogey. And bogey. She's still ahead of me by 2. The heck? Where do I go? Oh, this way. Okay, stop. Stop. Good. Okay, you got very lucky there, Lana. Alright. I guess there. Okay. Oh, how bad. Okay, not bad. I was off the marker towards the end, but that wasn't bad. At least it didn't go in the water. No, no, no. Okay. Oof. I was like, she better not sink that, man. Please, miss. Yes! We're still gonna be up on par, though. Now it'd be foolish for me to try and go right for the hole, so I'll do this instead. Okay. I can't even see the green from here. Ah, that was close. Okay, she made bogey. And I got par. Okay. If I can get 2 more, I'll be golden. What? I know how to play it safe. Oh, it's not... She wasn't surprised. She's just saying what? Like, what are you doing? Ooh. Can I make it? Should Should I even bother trying to make it? No. Let's back up some. Yeah, right there. Perfect. I can set myself up for next swing. About there's good. Yes. Okay, tied up. I just need to keep this momentum going. Unbound. Sorry. I was about to say, don't start. You are not max yards. Alright. I want nothing to do with those stupid pumpkins. Let's get as far away from them as possible. Oh, nice. Very nice. Ooh, you are not doing too good. Birdie. Now I'm ahead. If I can win the next one, she automatically loses. Oh, it's this one. Alright. Ooh, not bad. Bit of a strong slope, but otherwise not bad. Wait, why am I doing a putt? I want a loft. Oh, that is dumb. Okay, I need a tie. No! I need to win this one. Oh, thanks, Daniel. Why did I buy those skimming clubs? I don't know. You tell me. Because right now you are definitely a threat. Okay. Get to about there. Okay. Blowing against wind, and there's a medium slope. About there? A little more oomph. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on! No! Oh, just sink the ball. There. I win! Woof! That was close! Woo. And level up. You beat me. I don't see that well in the dark, though. No! No more excuses. It's time for me to accept that you have far superior equipment. I need to get some new stuff. What are you? Or who are you? If you want to score well here, you have to take risks. Long shots into tight fairways surrounded by water often show up. Want to practice some soft shots? No. I want to help that fairy woman. So I need to figure out what caches I'm missing. Oh, I can enter here. Hello? Hello there. Have you come for a test flight? Oh, what? I can tell you stories of faraway places you'd never believe. Places where the... Do you care to experience the magic of drone flight for yourself? It sounds like something I need to be involved in. I hope I haven't hyped it up too much. Very well. We'll start you in the easy zone. Think of it like playing golf. You just have to get the ball to the hole. Yes, it's just like golf. Only if your golf club was an unwieldy flying machine. Suppose I should tell you how to fly it. Just hold down B to fly up in the air. Press R to drop a ball. The drone is easily manipulated by the wind, so you have to fight it. You'll get the hang of it. After delivering the ball, you have to land the drone carefully. If you land too fast, it'll blow up. Let's see how you go. Tell me when you're ready to experience the miracle of drone flight. I never really understood the fascination of drones. I mean, they're good for, like, government and army and all that, but for recreational purposes, I don't see the, fun. It's pretty much just controlling an RC, but in the air. Ready to experience the miracle of drone flight? Oh crap, you are. Wow, you are finicky as all hell. Alright. Why are you auto-flying? Oh, okay. Yep. I broke your drone. I broke your drone. Please be careful. Oh boy. This is not going to be fun. Alright, let's try this again. Get in the hole. Okay, now land slowly. I said slowly! That wasn't slow! This thing controls like hot garbage. Okay, now. Alright. You handled the drone pretty well. You might be ready to take it out further. And I got money for it. Ready to experience the miracle of drone flight? Yes. Okay. Where is... this? Houston, we have balls. So many balls. Drowning in a sea of balls. Oh, I have to go to other holes. Careful. Ah, that one would have gone in. Okay. 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 Let's land this puppy. Oops. Oops. Try that again. Did one not go in here? There we go. Come on. Get in the hole. Thank you. Okay. Let's not fudge this up. Land gracefully. Okay. Whew. A smooth flight. Fine, I'll let you explore the most distant land. Ready to experience the miracle of drone flight? Okay, I see where I gotta land. And I have to go to 9 holes now. Oh, and the wind is strong. Oh my god, all that, and finally get one ball in. What happened? Did I hit an invisible wall or something? Guess so. Ah, there I am. Careful. Where's the last hole? Look for one that does not have a sea of balls on it. This way? Yes! Okay, now, I just need to land. Careful. 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 Yes! Wow. That was intense. I've not even flown out that far. What's it like out there? No. Don't tell me. I want to find out for myself. And a level. That was fun. Alright. I still need to figure out about the cache, or cache, whatever you call. C-A-C-H-E. Whoever can tell me how it's correctly pronounced, please do so. Five coins. But I don't remember which horses still have... I know I didn't find one at Oak Manor. Let me go back. Alright. There was one guy, well, skeleton, I never talked to. Are you who I'm looking for? Why are you looking at me like that? You think I'm one of those evil minions, don't you? Well, I'm not. I'm a catcher. Oh, you are! I found the starting point for this cache, but the end is eluding me. From a tiny tree to get to me, you'll cross some bridges. Exactly 3. Needless to say, I'm disorientated. Alright, tiny tree, but I need to cross 3 bridges. 1. 2. No. 1, 2, 3. No. Wait. 1, 2, 3. This game has way more to do in it than I thought it did. Yeah, this game surprisingly has a lot of random stuff that you can do. Now I just got to try and find out this puzzle. Alright, 1, 2... No. Said exactly 3 bridges. 1... That or I just check every dang tree. Okay, I need to read it again. From a tiny... from a tiny tree. To get to me, you'll cross some bridges. Exactly 3. So, it's from a tiny tree, not from where he is. Alright, so... a tiny tree... Is this a tiny tree? It looks smaller than the others. Alright, so to get to me from the tiny tree, cross bridges exactly 3. So 1, 2, 3? Maybe? Nothing's coming up. No. 1, 2. 3. Maybe somewhere in here? No. Oh no, there's another tiny tree here. From a tiny tree to get to me, you'll cross some bridges, exactly 3. 1. Oh, I am stumped. Oh no. No, 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 no! No! Oh my god, thank you. Oh, I almost had a damn heart attack. Alright, let me go around and see if I can find a very unique tiny tree. Is this a tiny tree? No, I think it's a bush. Still, tiny tree. Those are the only 2 tiny trees. I don't see anything else. What's this? What did it do? A The hell? What's this? Look? Whoa! Ooh, money! It's not what I'm looking for, but I'll gladly take money. Okay, from a tiny tree. This is one of 2 tiny trees. Okay, this is gonna be kind of scummy of me. Kath, are you still in here? Kind of hoping just to find something that just says the word dig on it. One, 2, 3, maybe? Can you do me a favor and look up Oak Manor CAC coin? Whoa, I can cross this? Thank you, by the way. Okay, you can cancel that. I think I found it. I think I found it. Yeah, I found it. Thank you, though, Kath. Okay, I think that's 4. Yeah, that's 4. That means there's 1 left. Yeah, as soon as you posted that, I found the dig spot, so I still appreciate you going out of your way to do that. Alright, the last cache. Oh, wait a minute. I found something that actually has to go to this guy. The Galf guy. I found this box. It says golf seasons on it. You got golf seasons? Yeah, man. We should have a go sometime. My house doesn't have a television built into the wall. Do you want it? Thank you so much. Oh, look. Sick. There's a poster inside the box. Wow. I'm gonna put this up right now. Wow. How great does that look? It's quite nice. Do you have somewhere safe to keep the box? No. Why would I want to keep the box? You might treasure it someday. I will never want this. Good shot. I would have taken it off your hands. Never mind that rubbish. We've got golf seasons! Come on, let's fire it up. I don't want to. You very hyper kid. Okay, golf is pretty much what it sounds like. It's golf, but very low quality golf. Like, if you can think of NES, but lower than that. Alright, okay, I know I got the beach. I got Oak Manor. I got the well-worn... Well, no, I got Tidy Park. Lurker Valley, maybe? I think I... Well, when in doubt, talk to everyone. Oh. I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. I'm not seeing a CAC person. I don't even see the archaeologist. Maybe there's not one here in Lurker Valley. I'll try Cheeky Beak Peak next. I would say for golf, YouTube it, because I really don't want to drag myself into that mess. Not you two. Not you. Not you, because I got a quest from you. Yeah, I did get the one from Well-Worn Grove. I just remembered. So I got Well-Worn Grove. I got the island. I got the Oak Manor. I got Tidy Park, sort of, because it was the original cache. So where's the last one? Oh, what's this? You played well in the tournament, but Dusty still has a bone to pick with you. I watched you play. I learned what it takes to beat you. Are you interested in taking on Codsworth and I? You can team up with me. Oh, you can team with me. Sure, sounds like fun. I'll get the cart ready. Come meet us by the first tee. Oh, I was expecting that. Oh, there you guys are. That's not what I'm looking for. I think I could bring this up on my end. Just enjoy the music for a little while I look for this. There is one at Cheeky Beak Peak. Okay. You guys like the stuff that's red. Said Cheeky Beak Peak, so it's got to be around here somewhere. It's not you, is it? No, it is not. Western part of the disc. Oh, that's why. I'm in the wrong area. Oh, thank you for pulling up a guide for me, Kath, but I'm trying hard not to, but even I get stuck, but I appreciate it. It turns out I'm not in the right spot. I have to go here. Okay, it's supposed to be on the western side. Is Oh, here you are. I'm a cashier. It was a long trip, but the clue seemed easy. From the table, a skip, hop, and jump. Keep an eye out for a tree with no stump. Tree with no stump. Oh, easy. Right there. Okay, if a tree is without a stump, can you not call it a tree anymore? I would just call it a bush. Some of these old games I struggle with, but I also try to avoid guides. Nice to figure it out yourself. Yes, but I also didn't want to keep asking you. That wouldn't be fair. Fortunately, I was able to hit up my Firefox on my end. I was just afraid it might screw up something with the capture. Okay, that's the 5th coin. So now I get to turn all these in. I found 5 of those coin things. Welcome to the club. I think you might be ready for an elite cache. And I just so happen to have the clue ready. In a place where great distances can be covered in fewer steps. In a clearing once empty is where I am kept. Okay, able to traverse places in fewer steps, this means the world map. So it's somewhere on the world map. Just gotta look for that, dig notification. Nope. Nope. Ah. I got a cashier's treasure. I guess I give it to him? Yeah, I have it. Okay. Wait a minute. It says cashier's treasure. That giant fairy lady wanted a treasure. And yes, Kath, there is a giant golf fairy in this game. Before you ask, she exists. You are definitely in the wrong game. You look a nice man. Have you come to pay tribute to me? Yes. I desire a legendary treasure. If you come across one, cast it into the pond. Cast it into the pond. Okay. Careful! Your tribute is appreciated. Please turn your attention to the circle behind you. Okay. Oh, dig. What do I get? Golf Knights! And triumphant music! You've already paid me tribute. One who is so eager to please often pleases few. So please you. But I want extra bombs and extra arrows. I want to throw my rupees into the pond. I still think you're in the wrong game. Bye. Guess we go deliver golf nights. Oh wait, what's my money? I could buy the second wish! No, no time for golf. I have a wish I need. 1,000 bucks and you can have my other wish. What do you say? Yes! Please make a smarter wish. Yes! Okay, what's it gonna be? I really should have thought of something this time. Another new golf club? Yo, Gene Boy. A club from a bro. Produce your club. Okay, let's take a look at this thing. No, this simply will not do. The workability on this is shocking. Behold! Well-worn irons. Finished. Your well-worn irons now have insane workability. Well, there go my wishes. This money will be more useful than anything I could have wished for. Wait a minute. I could have wished for a rainbow shirt. Really? 2 wishes at your fingertips, and you just asked for $1,000 for each of them, and then you want a rainbow shirt? You can make your own rainbow shirt. You are a dummy. You are a dummy. Alright, we have that Tidy Park golf game to do now. Oh, and golf nights I have to deliver. You gonna freak out again? Hey, I came across this. Let's see it then. You haven't. Uh-oh, I think you're about to break a synapse. You have. Where did you find this? This thing was never even released for sale. I've only read about it in magazines. This is unreal. Come on, let's fire it up. I also happen to have the manual. So you're ready for that while you're playing. Not now. There's 3 golf games that I have and I don't want to play any of them. Okay, golf game with old men. You know, come to think of it, the hometown that I grew up in has this, and it still does, has this golf course. I wonder what it ranks on, like, golf courses in the country. I never thought about that till now. Ready to head out? Yep. Tidy Park Match Play. 9 holes. Oh, yeah. I'm partnered up with one of them. Let's take it nice and easy. You are still terrible. Happy with that. Really? Man, I love the bagpipes in this game. It's so good. And the soft piano. Beautiful. Okay, have fun with Fall Guys. After this, I'm probably going to finish up, because Blue Moon Dunes will probably be the last episode. Solid. Your guys' version of solid and my version of solid are two different definitions. Oh, I'm also not using vintage clubs. I wonder why. Go in. Yes! Mega Birdie! Not my best. Ooh, wait. I can make this. I just need to let the wind carry it. Why didn't the wind carry it? You guys suck anyway, so it's not gonna matter much. Whew. Still a birdie. Managed to salvage that. Pace is everything in golf. Tried to do too much with it. Oh, nice shot. Not bad. Not bad, Jerome. Starting to find some form now. Yeah, form this, buddy. Why? Ouch for you. That should have gone in. Like that. Slam dunk birdie. And I think that's it. Yep. That was stupidly easy. It was a good match. We earned that victory. could have gone either way. That's it? Okay. How many of those cards do I have? No, not that. Gear? No. Stats? No. Notes. And we'll have our match, and bring me 8 match play cards, and you can enter the tournament. Where are my match play cards? Oh, here they are. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so I still have to do Blue Moon Dunes, which means I have to have that match with Coach's son. What's this? Oh, I guess nothing. Alright, I think we made excellent progress today. I know I started a little earlier than normal, but I was in the mood to start streaming a little early. So, I believe the next golf story will be the last one. So, until next time, have a good day or have a good evening, and I will see you all later. Bye!